Hello and welcome to FSM at the Workbench. I'm Tim Kidwell.
I'm Aaron Skinner, and we got something, we're going to preview something we want to do in FSM at the Workbench.
We're pretty excited about this. So, as many of you probably know, Hasbro Pulse, I think it was, HasLabs, Hasbro Labs, Hasbro Pulse has released a really cool Razor Crest from the Mandalorian TV show that airs on Disney+.
Now, this matches the action figure scale, so it's much bigger than we have seen previously with the Revell 72nd scale Razor Crest.
Right. So the action figure scale is 3 3/4 inch. The ship should match the figures. We don't know exactly all that's going to go in here, but we want to show it to you. And
this is the first time we're seeing it, so this is going to give us an idea of what we can do with this to accurize the toy and make a really good scale model of one of our favorite ships.
Right. Without further ado,
go ahead.
All right. As I'm open, well, it does come in
another box.
Another box. So, luckily, I didn't cut this box. The inner box. Whoa, careful.
I'm trying to hold on to it and pull it the other direction.
There it goes.
Ooh,
well,
yeah. Now
that is I need to get a good look at this. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that is a very classic Star Wars Kenner kind of look, right?
It even has the Kenner labeling.
I'm going to turn it around here so you guys can see the back of the box. Has the HasLab logo here. Kind of it's the artistic line drawing version of the front of the box.
Exactly. So you could color it if you wanted to.
You could color it if you wanted to. All right. Well, this is exciting. I like it.
Why don't you give me the knife and I'll open this end up in case we have to push it through or something.
Okay. Get rid of that. He almost hit me in the head with it, which is just him trying to get revenge for yesterday, in which I accidentally clipped him in the head with my elbow. Oh, I'm looking at some feet here. I see landing gear. I also see carbonite. Carbonite blocks. Cool. All right, did you get around here?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, that's a lot. Okay. Well, there's a lot going on here. There's an instruction manual, which as modelers we are familiar with, right? Okay, so it's telling us that we need to put the feet on first, dude.
Okay, so grab the feet out.
I will grab the feet. Do you want to grab the fuselage?
Yep. Oh, that's heavy. That's weighty.
All right, I've got feet. What do you... Oh. Hold on to it.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. How about we use this as...
somewhere to put it?
Somewhere to put it.
Because we're probably going to want to roll it at least on its side to get to the landing gear here.
Let's turn it around for... Oh! Holy cow. Okay, so these face forward. So the landing gear, I am assuming... No, these face back.
I was going to say.
They face backwards.
The big part faces forward, like snowshoes.
Exactly. So there's that one. And then that's cool.
Yeah.
Did you push something or did it
You have to, there's a little door at the bottom.
There it
There
is.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Too far, Tim.
Did you break it?
I broke it, but it went back together. Good. There we go.
Okay, let's
All right, you want to flip that over and I'll move
There's that.
Oh, there's that piece. I think that went on top of the...
It goes this, where this rear
gun bay.
Yep.
All right.
All right, so what's next?
I'm not sure, man. Holy cow. Guns. Guns up front.
Yep.
And then engines and,
I'll grab those
okay.
while you're... because they're still in here.
So I think this goes... Yes. This goes up like this. And this one goes up like this. This is already super detailed.
Yes.
My goodness. You can see the...
There you go. It's huge.
Yeah, it is. Here. Oh.
And look at this. There's actually engine.
Engine opens up.
Yep. That one.
Well, they have thought of all sorts of things. This is... Oh, you know what I want? Actually, take a look at this. Wow. This is all... They've discolored this.
Right.
Right? That's really nice. Yeah, that orange flame up in there.
Yep.
That's really neat. Nicely done.
Should just, kind of
Look at that.
The back end looks like it's still just a little...
A little out. There we go. There, it clicked in. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. The instructions, which are... This is kind of what they look like. Very old school, right? Very old school instructions. Now, it's saying to pop something off the back here, and we'll see a pod of some sort. There it is. All right, so we've got this part, and I think this is an escape pod.
Right.
And inside the escape pod, we should find, I think we're gonna find our titular hero.
Actually, I think he's here in the back.
Oh no! Really?
Yep.
Okay, well then, find the hero. Yep, this is just an escape pod. I thought they would package him inside.
Man, his tape is cloth.
Ooh, all right. There's the Mandalorian, Din. He has knees and elbows. We'll put Din over here for now. I can put the escape pod back together. That goes there. Then I think this whole part comes out. So it's a matter of figuring out.
Ah.
Oh my. Okay, so right here. So this is the first time there could be a little bit of accurizing done here, right? Even just in paint, filling some things. Otherwise, this has been really well done.
To go into those things, we have our little...
We have, so can we move that for a second? And we can show. So we have some carbonite blocks here. We've got one there. And then, Aaron, you've got another one, and I think here are two more.
Oh, there are even more? Oh.
We've got four bounties for Din to have hanging from these things here, right? So it looks like, kind of do that. There they would hang, and then they move along this. They can move along this track. Some cool play value there. These are something else that could be.
You could really have some.
That could be accurized, right? Yeah. I mean, some really, at least paint-wise, that can be brought up quite a bit.
Yeah, and do something with the backside where it's fairly plain and...
Okay, all right, so we've got some ideas there. Now, let's bring it back. Inside, I'm gonna bring the overhead down.
Okay.
Try and give us a bit of a view on the interior. Yeah, some cool fabric netting. So carbonite can go in there. A carbonite case can go in there.
Is that the carbonite freezing station?
I think that's, yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay.
That ladder comes out. Obviously the back thing comes out there. Oh, there's the closet.
It's behind the net.
That closet is way up here.
There. Okay. So
And that's the door closet, or the gun closet.
right.
Okay, all right. So we figured some things out here. So we found out that the front of the or the side, the port side, comes out, and you can see the detail in there, right?
Some equipment molded in place or stuck on there.
Yep. Yeah, and then obviously some washes just to bring out some details. There's some painting that can be done there probably to bring that up, and then these nets, this cargo net comes out. This cargo net would be the first thing if it was my ship, first thing to go. All right, and then what we're noticing. So again, this comes up, which is the
Carbonite?
Oh, the carbonite. There we go. So you can put a little carbonite figure in there. That's kind of cool. Close that down. Got to make the noises, right? All right. The ladder comes out. This ladder comes out, and you can see right here, just
Some equipment.
some equipment things, just things up in here that could be done. So there are the other exposed parts, right? And conduits and louvers and fans, wires and cables and all sorts of stuff there. That can also be made to look better. That's
Yep, the gun cupboard.
Here, we can turn it up for a moment here. And
In theory.
yeah, you can see that down in there, right? The gun cover. It's a gun cabinet. It's a gun cabinet, Aaron.
Yes. So on the engines, we have a couple panels that will pop off, so you can expose.
Oh, that's cool.
The internal engine structure, which would benefit from some nice detailing and washes.
That's really cool. And then the front pops off. Well, that's been the easiest panel that we've done yet. Inside, you'll see the pilot seat, and we've got a couple of passenger seats too. Where's Din? Here, come here, Din. Do we have a Grogu?
Yep. And a Jawa as an added extra.
Oh man! All right, so Grogu came in the pram, and then we got a Jawa.
Yep. And the egg.
Oh, cool. All right, I'm gonna see if we can't get. Whoa, there's all sorts of articulation on him now.
Oh, he's got bends at the knees.
Yes, he does.
So he doesn't stick straight out
No.
behind the controls.
We're gonna have to figure out how to glue his. We got to make sure that we don't lose the guns, because the guns were always the first things to get lost, right? All right, let's get him down in there.
They may have to be manually to get around the controls. I don't know.
There we go. All right, he's sitting in there. Get his hands on the controls. Can we do it? He's at the controls. He's not exactly sitting comfortably
No.
at the seat. But he is at the controls. Aaron and I have been chatting a little bit about what are some of the things that we could do, what would we like to do. One of the things really that we think is just a no-brainer right off the top is to try to light the cockpit console. We've got Din in there right now, but it would make sense for us to go in here, try and take this part out, get behind it, see what's there. Same thing with the side consoles.
Yep.
Drill them, put in some clear, and then color it and then
Yeah.
put in some lights back there.
Yeah, probably do a lot of that could easily be done with carbon fiber for the smaller button type ones, lights. Some of the larger ones we might want to do.
Obviously, painting the controls
Right.
and doing some detail painting could work too, or in conjunction with both of those would really bring up the bring up the detail here.
The ball's missing.
Yep, the ball
Grogu must have taken it.
Grogu has taken the ball off. Obviously doing some detail painting on the seats, and then just around the cockpit in general
Right.
would help too, I think. But looking at the cargo compartment, what do you think, Aaron?
I think we can light that too. In the show, it would appear that like these things on the sides are lights. So some surface mount LEDs, hide the wiring like the wiring that's already molded on here. That would be an easy way to disguise it. We could easily hide the battery pack for the whole thing, power supply inside the compartment for the carbon freezing chamber. Since, we're not planning on playing with it all the time.
Here, I'm going to turn this a little bit more this way, so you can see the carbon. Right now, we've got that some frozen bounty in there.
If we can get him out, there's probably enough room to hide a small power supply to run some LEDs off of. Just be able to show off all the detail that's inside there without having to pull everything apart.
Right. And then basically, there are just all of the small little details that removing the hatches and getting on the inside that could really use a paint, some paint. Could use some paints, some detail work. For instance, there is this cannon back here that just pulls up, but the ends of the cannons, they could be hollowed out, right? Yep. The cannon should just use some detail painting, and also just down inside there could use some work.
Right.
Other places like this hatch up here, where there's it's got an H on it, some sort of reactor.
Right.
that could use at the least some detail painting, but it could also be dressed up with some scratch built
wiring and bits,
Yeah.
some greeblies.
Yeah, exactly. Just put some extra little doodads in there to bring it up. What do you say we put it back together now?
Sure.
Because there's one last thing that we need to see it on, the stand.
Well, and before we do that, let me just say, we're looking at it, and we're pretty sure that we should be able to get in here, because we want to light the engines as well, because we have this nice orange clear piece back here, so put an LED behind there and you're good. But the whole thing is held together and fairly well hidden underneath it with screws and so forth, so we're pretty sure that we can start pulling that apart and get to behind these things and be able to run the wiring and the lighting.
And also then hiding these after we put it all back together.
Yep.
That's
Fill
an important part too.
And then obviously refinishing it at that point would be the crucial thing.
So. Now let's put it back together.
Right. So clearly, Tim, we've got our work cut out for us.
This thing is enormous. It's just huge. Now, remember, those of you who are going to be sticklers for scale authenticity, sure, there are some things about this that just don't quite work, right? The cockpit door and the ladder down the side, that up here things start to get a little bit squishy when it comes to scale authenticity, but still it should shape up into a really great display model.
Yep.
The last thing is it comes with a display stand. So I think we discovered that we need to take the landing gear off for it to fit properly on the stand. So there's one. I'm going to turn it around, Aaron. You take that.
You got it?
I got it. Wiggle that right out of there. There you go. Whoo!
Those are in there.
Right. And then up front here, We left Din inside the cockpit because why not? Right?
Well, he's going to be flying.
Somebody's got to fly it, and then that closes. That's really cool, huh? So all of the landing gear bays close up, which is really neat.
This gives you another shot again of how this is all held together with the screws underneath.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Okay, and then here it is, the Razor Crest in flight.
Come forward a little bit. Nope, other way. Forward.
There we go.
Whew! And I mean, I really like. They give you a nice. Turn it all the way around for the front there, because they give you a nice rakish angle.
Yes, they do.
Flying at.
Now let's pull it back. There we go. So.
Yeah. And that gives you a real sense of how big it is. We'll just
grab the. This is Revell's 1/72nd scale, little guy.
So you get a sense of how much bigger this really is than this.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What are you messing with?
No, this isn't all the way down.
Oh, okay.
There's one more.
I don't want you breaking it.
Well, I'm not going to break it, but I want it to look right.
Oh, as he starts hammering on it with.
Look, I got it.
And you build models.
Yeah.
Dude, no. All right. Well, we do. As Aaron said, we have our work cut out for us. Thanks for joining us for this unusual FSM at the Workbench. I'm Tim Kidwell.
I'm Djarin Skinner.
Keep your eye out because there are going to be updates with this thing throughout the year.
As we go.
We'll see you later.
This is the way.
Bye.